From Fox 5 News, it's time for more Good Day New York.
So I think a lot of people can relate to this. You need to put on makeup, but you're pressed for time, and you know you need a little bit more than lip balm.
All right, Crystal, you know, another thing that we have to deal with during this COVID craziness.
You got it. Well, I think we've all been there. You want to pull it together quickly, but what do you leave out? What do you put on? What products do you use? You're all confused, but you know you can't look like you got beat by Mike Tyson. You got to look good. You can do it in just 5 minutes. Take a look.
It is possible to go from drab to fab in just 5 minutes, but first, a few rules.
It's about applying, blending, and moving on.
You probably have everything you need in your makeup bag right now. It's less about what you use and more about how you use it. Although Mickey is sharing the drugstore brands helping her get the look.
The 5-minute face is not over-the-top makeup. The 5-minute face is really that kind of zhuzh to your look. When you want to say, hey, I just want to look a little bit more presentable, this is really the 5-minute face, but you're going to find out that this is going to be your go-to face because you're going to always have 5 minutes to put a little something on to make yourself look a little bit better, and when you do that, you're going to feel a little bit better.
To prove you can master the 5-minute face, we're going to time it. Mickey, take it away.
Okay, first off, you're going to start with face prep, okay? So I'm using Tizer right now. This is tinted, but what's great about this is it really creates a grip, okay? And that's going to hold your makeup on, but also it has benefits. It has SPF, so we love that. So one of the tricks on getting that 5-minute face is using products that do have multiple benefits. Instead of having to take the time to apply your sunscreen, we're just doing it all in one step here. Skincare, sunscreen, you got it right there, and it just smooths everything out. And I'm using this brush that I'm now going to go ahead and use with my concealer. So when I'm using a concealer, I tend to lean towards a stick concealer just because I can do so many different things with it. I can use it as a concealer, I can use it as a foundation, I can put it on thick, I can put it on thin, but what's great is I'm just going to go ahead and rub that brush all over, and what we're going to do is we're just going to buff it, we're going to take care of that T-zone, and we're going to work it out all the way to the edges. And what's funny is I'm applying this to her. Make sure you get a little bit of your neck, but when you're doing it to yourself, you'll work even faster.
Okay. Next step, the eyebrows.
We're going to go in and we're just going to fill in a nice, beautiful brow.
For eyeshadow, Mickey loves time-saving palettes. This one by Almay gets the job done for under $10.
And we're going to give her a nice little casting all over her eye with whatever that shade is that's closest to her skin tone. One little trick that I can give you that's going to save you a ton of time too is I tend to use one brush when I'm doing around the eyes. And if you're going to use a brush, you want to use a dome fluff. That way you can get into the crease, you can get into everything else. So you see the palette, I'm going to go into that deeper crease color right there. I'm going to blow off the excess on there. Now Energy, open your eye. This is a great little trick. So when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you're going to keep your eye open and you're just going to go in that right little groove and you can never go wrong. It's going to always contour your eye. Now I'm going to take a little bit of shimmer out of the same palette. Everything's right there, and I'm going to put it in the corners there. This is really where you're going to spend the majority of your time, people. Seriously. Because the eyes are everything right now with all this mask wearing.
With just under a minute and a half left, Mickey grabs her dual-ended brush to apply concealer.
Okay, so she has a little darkness over here, so I'm just going right in and doing that. Now my next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a big fluff brush, just like this, or if you want to use a pad, I'm going to go into some nice translucent powder. Use whatever powder you love. Powder, you just want to have something very thin. Now that we've applied that concealer, we're going to set everything.
Gotcha.
And we're going to move down, right?
Yeah.
For mascara, she's using the multitasking Rapid Glam, a growth serum and mascara in one.
But you also want to have something that's really black, I feel like, for this look because you don't have a lot of time for liners and things like that.
Next item.
Well, we're going to go ahead. We're going to rim the eye right there underneath, and we're going to fill it in like we were using a liner, but we're going to use the shadow from the same palette.
Contour and blush are applied from a powder palette. Finally, the lips. A lip liner is the base color with a hydrating lip balm added on top.
The reason why I love using a lip liner and then applying like a Blistex on top of it is because with a lip liner, instead of a lipstick, you can make any lip you want. You can carve out a little bit of a bow at the top. You really can't draw with these differently than you could with a lipstick.
And
voila, there's your 5-minute face.
She looks great. And that was easy. So there you have it. No time, no problem. Put on that 5-minute face, even if it's just for the delivery guy. And you know, ladies, I have a very cute UPS man, so maybe I might try that. I'll let you know how it goes.
Okay.
Okay.
I fling the door wide open with a smile.
Yeah,
My
be
5-minute
careful.
face, we might be on to something.
Top
Okay.
of the morning to you.